All right, hey everybody. So today I wanted to show you a project that I am really excited about. We've been looking into this one for past 2 to 3 months, and now again, guys, this is not financial advice, right? On my channel and like in my group, I always try to just share stuff that we've had success with. We've had success with this company in the past. So again, not financial advice. You have to make your own decision, do your own research. But if past performance follows this, if history repeats itself with this company and with their last project, which I'll show you here in a little bit on how well their last project did, you guys are going to be blown away by it. So and I'll get into that and on how that did and kind of give some of the numbers and why it had that type of success. So we've got some potential here with Tupan and Tupan minting. So again, minting, this is a presentation. If you reach out to me, I'll go ahead and give you this presentation if you want to look at it in more detail, but I'm just going to try to quickly cover this in a snapshot. And what I'm excited about Tupan with, this has been years in the making, guys. So we're going to have the opportunity to either outright purchase Tupan, buy and hold, right? Which I'll show you kind of what I think might happen with this project, or there's minting that you can get involved in. I'm not going to get into minting on this video too much. What you want to do is if you're in our group already, reach out to me or one of the leaders if you want to get involved in the minting. It is kind of a closed circle thing, so you're going to need to get in contact with somebody on how to get involved with that. And there's a few hoops to jump through, especially if you're in the US. But imagine the ability of being able to be a part of a project, and then their main focus and their huge focus is helping to rebuild the rainforest. So it's really awesome. And we're going to just try to jump through these slides here if I get it. So through blockchain technology, through minting, we're going to be helping replant. It's going to be conservation of the rainforest, and it's going to be rebuilding up the rainforest through planting of trees. Now, that might sound like a lot, but when I saw this presentation, I was absolutely floored about the process, and we'll get into that here in a little bit. So, it talks a little bit about them as a company, what they're doing, what really what the world needs. Depending on your beliefs politically or whatever, the push to go green is a big thing right now, right? And so this has major backing right now, and we're going to get into that here, like government backing on this project, and we have the exclusive contract to mint this crypto. Again, I don't want to talk too much about that. That'll be a one-on-one meeting with me or one of the leaders if you want to get involved in that. But today I'm just going to cover why I'm so excited about this, talking about the partnership. But what I like here, imagine if you could solve our environmental problems and still earn with that. So just, guys, when we're looking at different cryptocurrency projects to be a part of, and there's so many, it's overwhelming, right? What I like about this is something that can actually have a global effect for the good while we're earning a passive income. Guys, I am so excited about this project. I think it's just awesome what they're doing, and then being able to mint or being able to buy and hold this crypto, turn a profit while we're helping the environment. It's a no-brainer for me, guys, to get involved with this. Talks about minting a little bit, gets into kind of how that breakdown. This is a community minting. Again, I'm not going to cover that too much. We can cover that in a different video. But what I did want to talk about, and this is a huge thing. Um, so this Tupan is the first um, crypto recognized as an asset by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Do your research on this, guys. Do your research on this. Verify it. It's already been verified, but please do your own. Uh, it's incredible. So what does that mean for us? What does that mean for Tupan, the company, and what does that mean for us? Well, we've got the exclusive contract to mint it, number one, and by the as Tupan increases in value, is that that asset is going to allow Tupan to the company to be worth more, to be able to get loans from the bank, to be able to buy more land, replant trees, and so on and so forth. And we'll get into kind of kind of some of the numbers. Where's the numbers coming from? How is this all planning together, and why do I think, and why does the company think that it is going to be just an absolutely huge project? So when we talk about what they're doing, and we're going to get into this CO2 certificates for carbon trading on the world market. So again, like I mentioned, this project is all about conservation and restoration of the rainforest. So how does that all work here? Well, let's talk about the CO2 certificate market. I love this concept. Carbon credits create a monetary incentive for companies to reduce their carbon emissions. Okay, so these cannot easily reduce emission. Those that cannot easily reduce emissions can still operate at a higher financial cost. Carbon credits are based on the cap trade model that was used to reduce sulfur pollution in the 90s. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, we have big companies out there creating a lot of emissions, a lot of pollution in the world, and they are being charged yearly for the emissions that they're putting out. It's actually uh, to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars in this market, right? And they can offset some of their cost by helping to create to offset their emissions through this process. So it's such a really, really awesome project, and it becomes very clear here. The next slide we'll get into, how this will internally feed itself. It's going to become very clear to you where the money's coming from and how much money is going to be backing this project over the next few years. So race to net zero, again, meaning of net zero emissions. Achieving net zero emissions means that some greenhouse gases are still released, but these are offset by removing an equivalent amount of greenhouse gases from the atmosphere and storing it permanently in soil, plants, and materials. So by planting trees, by helping with the rainforest, they are offsetting their emissions that they're creating. So a really great project. So when we talk about, okay, where's the money coming from? Why do I believe that this project is going to be so huge over the next few years? Well, we can see here that, we all know this, the biggest polluter in the world is China by far, right? They're also paying the most in the because of the emissions that they're costing. So if we read this down here, the global carbon credit market was valued at 211.5 billion in 2019, is expected to reach 2,407.8 billion by 2027. Okay, so over that period of time, over an 8-year period, we're expecting to have that big of a change in the costs in this entire market. So that's huge. So imagine some of that money running into and helping to rebuild rainforests, and Tupan is right in the middle of this, you guys. So kind of how does this work? So Um, Again, the CO2 certificates on the world market are being traded, creating a profit. So who's going to be our buyer? Who's going to be our buyer of the Tupan token? As Tupan themselves. So through these CO2 certificates, they're going to buy their Tupan token. As Tupan token um, increases in value, remember, it is by the SEC is considered an asset now. So it increases the value of the company. As that's being purchased, the banks are going to be willing to provide loans to Tupan. Those loans are going to allow them to purchase land, plant more trees, conservation and restoration, right? Like we talked about. And through that land, through that profit, it's a self-cycling back into purchasing more CO2. These companies, these ones that are paying in emissions, are purchasing these CO2 certificates back into the world market, purchasing Tupan tokens, and so on and so forth. So it's very easy to see where the money's coming from. This, what, 2000, what did we read on the last slide? $2,402 they're expecting by 2027, right? Is all being ran through these CO2 certificates. So it's very clear to see where the money's coming from to fund this project. So it's absolutely incredible. And then you can read about the CEO. So what I want to do is jump off of that and let's come over here. So if you want to learn more about it, you can come here to tupan.io, and you can start right up here at the top. You can read about their white paper. You can learn a little bit about minting. Um, Learn just a little more about it. So take your time, do your Google research on this, guys. Obviously, always do your own due diligence. Don't just come onto this video and say, okay, sounds good, and then you go invest your life savings into this coin, right? But as you can see from the little bit that we covered, it's pretty clear on where the money's coming from, and the huge uh, backing and support. And really, it's going to be a privilege, when you think about it, to be earning a passive income through this, all while it's rebuilding the rainforest. And sorry, guys, I want to mute my phone here. It's kind of going off while I'm talking to you. So, I'm beyond excited about it. So you can learn more here. If we come over here to Facebook, you can come over here. I have not even followed this yet, but you can come over to Tupan. I'm going to go ahead and follow that right now, actually, just so that we can follow along, kind of keep up to date with what's going on. Apparently, there's a YouTube channel that we can learn more about this as well. I have not even yeah, so YouTube Tupan official. Actually, admittedly, I have not even went through that. So there's a lot more to learn if you guys want to spend the time to really do your own due diligence. But I promised I would talk about their last project. So if we talk about, if history repeats itself, right? Again, I'm going to say it again, not financial advice, right, guys? I mean, we can't guarantee. I mean, we are in a market recession. We are, excuse me, in a recession right now, right? That's very clear. We can all feel it living day to day, inflation, everything going on. So there's no guarantees. But if it repeats itself, and if we look at their last project here, which is a coin called Avanok, and there's a lot we could talk about that. I'm not going to get into that today. It's a great project, but this was released back in, let me close this out of the way, get that out of the way. Okay, September 19th of 2021. Okay, so from the point day one to the peak, So we had 157 days into this coin. It went up 1,175%. So imagine, guys, you are looking at Tupan. It is not even ready to purchase yet. I'm shooting this video right now, getting you ready, letting you know, get ready, have crypto sitting, ready to go, because here on September 10th, around September 10th, and I'm going to have to monitor this, but I'm going to let you know as soon as it's available, and we're going to be able to purchase uh, Tupan, okay, at day one. And, and why did this explode so much? Well, first of all, the project is great. That's number one. Uh, so we know that Tupan is the same. It's going to have backing. It has major support. Um, Number two, the company that is involved with the minting of this coin, everything, has over 700,000 members in it. Okay, so 700,000 members were ready and waiting to buy Avanok when it launched. Okay, so imagine as Tupan launches and there's 700,000 plus people ready to buy this crypto, right? And buy this token and hold it. And so this is why I think that we have a major chance of it having a similar outcome that Avanok did. So, and what I love about seeing, so not only did we have this huge blow up. So imagine, somebody had, in a 6 month period was able to 11 times their money. You guys, it's huge. So I'm going into this pretty heavy, and I'm going to record all this, you guys. Now I'm going to be on vacation, admittedly, when on the 10th when this releases. So you're going to be seeing me in Disney World, like trying to trying to buy this token and get involved in this as soon as we can. But I'm going to record this whole process, and I kind of want to be okay. You heard it here first, right? I'm bringing this to everybody so that I believe, guys, again, nothing's guaranteed, but I believe if the people, if you've been on our team, you lost money, Intelligence Prime Capital, or you were pulled into COTPS, a couple of these sketchier platforms that ended up, running away with some people's money, which, beats me up every day. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I believe that Tupan has the potential, of recovering some funds for people. Again, it's not a guarantee, and I can't say, guys, okay, spend the last $1,000 you have to just cross your fingers and hope this works. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's potential here. You can see what their last project did. You can see the money backing the Tupan project. You can see by the huge community that's here of over 700,000 people. It all points towards this having a good blow up. So I'm putting in 5,000, you guys. Because I feel like we have a good chance of seeing a good return here. Again, it's worth the risk to me. It may not be to you, right? So don't just blindly follow along because this is what I'm doing. But I just want to let you know what I'm doing and record this adventure together, right? All investing is an adventure. You got to have fun with it, guys. And if you're not having fun, if you're miserable, if you've lost money on things and you're miserable and you've put yourself out there too much, if your emotions are involved, or if you lost money that you shouldn't have put in, take a step back. This is play money, guys. All investment needs to be play money so that you're not hurting yourself or your family financially, right? So just keep that in mind, and do a self-evaluation. If you're emotional after you've made an investment, whether it's in crypto or any investment, if you're emotional, you've went in too much. And so you need to be honest with yourself, and you need to readjust going forward. But don't give up, guys. Do not give up. The people that have become successful, anyone will tell you they failed multiple times before they achieved the success that they were looking for. Okay, so don't give up. What makes me cringe and really feel bad for people is people who lose money and they say, ah, that's it, it's all a scam. Nothing online works. Nothing, there's no way, everything's a scam. Nothing. It's just not true, you guys. uh, if you look on my channel, you look at what our group is doing, we're working on some of the best projects we've ever been a part of right now. So I believe that this is one, and it's exciting. And what I wanted to end on is this right here. Not only was there this huge blow up, but you can see the belief that the community has had in this project. So think about over the last few months of what the market has done, has had a huge, huge, huge drop down, of we have seen coins 70, 80%. I think we've even seen some at a 90% drop. Bitcoin has had more of a drop than this, guys. Not Tupan, Avanok, this coin is only down 47%, right? So it's actually had a more support. So what that's telling you is the community is just not panic selling this coin. They're selling it, obviously, but it's not the panic sell like what we've seen in other cryptocurrencies. So that these all point towards good potential, right, for the Tupan project. So it's exciting. So again, guys, I kind of want to cut it off there. I don't want to take too much time here, but uh, again, I'm going to be on vacation over the next couple of weeks. But if you're in our group, if you're part of the passive income community, reach out to the person that invited you. Reach out to our leaders. Reach out to Cled or Teddy. Griffin also knows a bit about this project. Again, reach out to me. I can't promise I'm going to be able to respond, jump on Zooms with you over the next couple of weeks. But, if you like this idea, so we have minting capabilities that you can get involved in. So reach out to one of the leaders on that if you want to learn more about that, or if you want to just buy and hold this crypto. If you see the project, if you like what you're seeing with Tupan, you are excited about it like I am. Around the 10th of September, again, that may adjust a little bit. Is just be ready by the 10th of September with crypto if you want to be able to get in on this. I will shoot a video on how to do this. We're going to be able to, day one, as soon as it's available. Minting has just started on this on Tupan today, actually, which is September 1st. So good things, guys, but that's where I want to cut it off here. So go ahead and reach out to me or any of the leaders on the team if you want to know a little more about it. And again, get ready. There's no guarantees, guys, but if you've got a little bit of money to play with, there's massive potential with this project. And so, I just want to share anything that I'm involved in, that I'm doing, so that if you want to follow along, and let's hope we do well together. So, all right, appreciate it, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you.